Hello, everybody. Billboard Comics. I'm here at New York Comic Con. I'm here to get my press pass. Ready to go in? Let's see what wonders await inside. Or, if you have a different way of thinking, what horrors await inside. See you inside. Morning, how are you?
I'm good.
Please enjoy your gashapon.
$89. It was $99.
Yeah. That's a little steep. That's good considering. Okay, do you see Kim?
He was more actively part of their like social media.
No. He's not saying like they're like, yeah. But he makes like he's like, but now he's gonna get this person and work with this person.
Great to know. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Shit.
Yeah, I swim by probably today. They don't sound excited. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh.
Comic books, yeah. This is an old one with his brother's signature on there.
Morning, how are you? I'm already tired. I'm already tired. I've been here for 20 minutes. I'm already tired. Don't get old. It's no good. No bueno. Have a good day. Hi, how you doing? Hello?
See you later.
I've never been able to find it. This will be the third year. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
I'm taking a picture of you, taking a picture of this. So. Thank you very much.
I mean, as soon as Journey comes back.
Where he at?
Item. Hello, everybody. I'm here at the Victory Comics booth with
Caitlin!
Caitlin. Can you tell some people out there on Video Land why Victory Comics is the best booth at New York Comic Con?
Well, obviously we're the best. We've got $3 books, 7 for $20. We also have magazines at the same price, and we have trades at 50% off this weekend.
Ooh, nice. And just to let you know, the kind of books you get in there. So, like, it's not like, Captain Happy's discount one from the 90s. You get really good stuff for the price. I always like to come here first, and I want to get them a little love. So come here and stop by and spend your money.
Yay.
Bye. Hello, everybody. I have not made it past the Victory Comics booth because this is like the Hollywood Grove in the 1940s. If you want to see or be seen or see celebrities, you come here. Sean, right here from Pop Comics, Pop Fun. And what are your channels?
I don't know. Japan Whole Time is my manga channel. Pop Walks, I walk around, just talk to people. Pop Fun, the place for my store and toys and stuff. I don't know, content all over the place.
all of them are great. He's one of the inspirations to start this channel.
Yeah,
so,
he was on my channel last year if you saw my New York Comic Con video.
I've made 2 appearances, and we're practically now friends. I'm going to be moving into his house and visiting his kids. But like, he's really cool. What are you here for? Obviously, are you?
I'm looking for old comics first, and then probably look Artist Alley, see what artists are there, and like day one is kind of get the things I can only get right at the first day, the first pick.
The big FOMO ones.
And then I form an opinion of what I want to do the rest of the time.
Sounds good. They always say never meet your idols. Don't believe that, because I met him and he's totally nice and totally cool.
Thank you,
So,
I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Awesome. Fun bumping into this guy, so I'm going to be checking out his channel too. I'm going to be one of you guys watching this.
No, you can go in if you want to. Whew, I'm exhausted. New York Comic Con just like takes a lot out of me. It's like I really would love to go there all 4 days. I do have the handy dandy press pass, press pull, and I was able to get in a little bit earlier than I was supposed to. You can see by the video that I took. I was able to go across the things with hardly anybody there. That was a good thing. I really liked that. I thought it was really cool. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, so shh, don't tell anybody. And that's one of the impressive quirks about New York Comic Con. The person who gave me my passes, you can't go until 10, and I go up to the door and I walk right in at 9:20. Kind of like the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing or whatever. But I digress. This is an incredibly exhausting con for somebody my age. Don't get old. Getting old is going old. It's growing up and into dying, and dying to me and John Cougar Mellencamp does not sound like all that much fun. Went through there, saw a bunch of people, saw my friend Rich from Film Buff Online. I was supposed to do some articles about it. Maybe I'll try to do like a little article here. See if I get anything else to do. If I go back any other days, because right now my arm is killing me, my legs are killing me. I am a diabetic, and I had a little bit of incident that was like kind of feeling like a little oogly, and I usually have like the glucose pills in my pocket, but I forgot to pack them this morning, along with the charger for the phone and a whole bunch of other stuff. So luckily I brought myself, because sometimes I forget myself behind. But it's just like, it's so hard. It's just, and Thursday, this is like one of the most packed Thursdays I've ever been to. It seemed like a Saturday. All the aisles, at least the ones I went on to, I didn't really travel everywhere. It's full. I did hear talk about see, you get a little siege mentality when you're at New York Comic Con. You got man, don't go down to the artist alley, man. It's chaos down there, man. You get like that kind of stuff, reports from people. I'm saying about like how the big lines are, which is good for the artists. I'm not begrudging that there. I hope they make a lot of mint and make more money that they could actually start their own imprint and not have to worry about Marvel, DC, or whatever. However, usually on Thursday, you can walk right up to a creator, get an autograph, have a conversation with them, and not have to worry about it. The fact that people are like so busy down there, it seems like this con is getting a little bit bigger than it should be. What time like someone's coming across, I've seen a chair that's just in most stuff, and the guy's taking it away. I was like, why are you taking a chair away? Well, we can't have anything in the aisles. And I noticed like around there, like usually there'd be garbage things and like near the pylons, so the Jazz Center could just throw something away. They're all gone. Like they had a lot less and a lot smaller garbage cans around, and like you're saying, like, Bill, who cares about garbage cans? I don't. But it's kind of like they have to make space in the Javits Center for more people. And to do that, you get rid of the garbage cans, and you get rid of like any chairs or anything there, or any kind of displays or anything of that sort. I just a lot of things I looked at on Facebook, and I'm on a part of like a bunch of New York Comic Con threads and stuff like this, and apparently people are talking about how they oversold the VIP packages. Now, if you remember, and I might put it at the end of this video, I did a little bit of rant kind of thing about that, that they took away the whole access for previous VIP holders, and they're going to open up to the whole people. But it looks like not only did they do that, but they expanded the amount of tickets they sold, which kind of leads me to believe, why would they cut off the having the previous things having first shot at it if they're going to add more? I don't know what's going on. I think the whole thing was that they wanted to create more of a demand for it, and therefore sell more tickets at the higher price and stuff like that. But I'm a cynical SOB, so that might not be the case. That might not be right. But nonetheless, like every last couple years I had a VIP, be able to walk right in, go up to doors, waiting like by the front door, and there's a whole lot of less people. This year, people were out. I don't know if they were inside, but I know they were outside, all the way down the hall, the wall of the building, and looped around. I think they looped around again, just trying to get in. A whole lot more people this year, at least eyeballing, than there was the last year on a Thursday. Take that as you will. People are saying it's it could be anywhere from 500 to 2,000 tickets were sold for VIP, and at 800, I think it was $800 a pop. I know it was so expensive that I couldn't possibly ever think about doing that. Yeah, that's America. And who knows, maybe with the prices of the tariffs and taxes and a whole bunch of stuff that they have to do, they need the extra money to come in to keep New York Comic Con going. But I don't know, so it was just it seemed like it was just so more crowded this year on a Thursday. Thursday should be the nice, kind day, easy to navigate, and it wasn't. You had aisles and aisles filled with people doing the whole convention zombie shuffle. Back issues, artwork, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's for somebody like me who has ankle issues and feet issues and leg issues and back issues and shoulder issues and head issues. I think everybody who watches this more than once knows that. It's a lot. It's too much. So I have to I don't. It's kind of one of the things I don't want to let go because I've been to pretty much every one, but I don't want to be in pain for the rest of my life for the rest of the next 2 days. I don't know if I'm going tomorrow. I don't know if I've gotten this frustrated by walking around on a Thursday. I can't imagine to see how it's going to be on Saturday. Ah, God, there might be a case of them shutting down the whole thing, like they did the first episode. Because you could always you have a whole bunch of square footage, but that doesn't mean that everybody's going to go to that square footage, because some of them might be all congregated into one place and not spread out across the entire Javits Center, and that is a fire hazard, and the state police must shut it down. But I digress. I still, in my little time there, I had a lot of good things. I met up with my friend Rich from my hometown of Pennsylvania. He's the head honcho of Film Buff Online, and if you ever wonder why somebody as goofy as me got a job writing for a news website, now you know why, because he just did that. But went to Victory Comics. Victory Comics is a great thing, and you're going to see. I'm going to do a little haul, and it's not really a haul. I have comic books off, about. You'll see. I have a lot of comic books, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. I get to go back and talk to them. They're so friendly. They're so helpful. They're so great. I did have one where I miscounted, and I thought I had multiples of 20, but I had one extra, and the guy gave it to me, and I think he thought it was putting a mistake. Oh, I thought I counted right, and I wasn't it wasn't I thought I counted right. Count it again. I was oh, I thought I counted right. I'm an idiot. Here, let me give you the extra dollars. He let it go. This is very nice. I also met Sean from Pop Fun and Pop Comics, and you heard his little spiel there. I annoyed the crap out of him. He took it gracefully, and I don't know, I'm kind of neurotic. I'm thinking oh God, he hates me now because I'm taking up so much of his time, because he's trying to look at the stacks. He's trying to look at the comic books, to film, to buy comic books, to put on his own website. And he was so gracious and so open, and he was giving me advice on how to do this thing, and a lot of the stuff that he was telling me to do that I should have done 5 things. I'm you don't know what you don't know until you don't know what you don't until you know what you don't know. Let me try that again. You don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know. Maybe I'll put it on a t-shirt. You can buy it at a website, and I'll get some money for the site. That'd be awesome. I was so happy to meet that, and like I want to go out to his store one time before I don't. There might be like stuff like where stuff is in flux. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. That's not my story to tell. That's his. But I don't know if it's going to be around much longer. But I definitely want to go out there beforehand, just to pay my homage and go there and go shopping, and then because it's a real. If you saw his videos, it's a really cool shop. It's in Brooklyn. I don't know exact location, but you can look up. Maybe I'll put a description in the thing. But yeah, it was really nice meeting him. He was really, really sweet and really, really great. And I also got a chance to talk to a person who's also on YouTube. Let me see if I can do this here. Cosmic Panel. Elias Bendian. He has partnered with a person by the name of Lucas Da Silva. He's from Pennsylvania. He used to work in Philly in Fat Jack's Comic Crib. May it rest in peace. And we got to talk about that. We're both sitting around the perimeter of the convention hall before it actually got crowded, because you couldn't even find a space there anymore. And we're just talking back and forth. He's like doing stuff on his bags of stuff to who he wants to have sign it, and he's doing prep work for his like big autograph sessions going downstairs. And like we got talking about, like, oh yeah, that's a weird thing, and like, we were just talking back and forth, and it was like really interesting to talk to him. And he was a really nice kid. I say kid, he's probably he's a full-grown adult. He's not like 5 years old. He's I don't know, maybe 20s, 30s. But to me, that's a kid because I'm an old geezer. But he was really great. If you like anybody who is coming on here, my regulars, go check him out. And also, if you come over here from Pop Fun, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me a shot. I hope you stuck around for this long, and I appreciate that. And hopefully, like Sean's internet friends could be my internet friends. And yeah, so now let's, without further ado, let me just rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic a little bit here. Let's go over my hauls, because this might take a little while, yeah, we'll get through that. First haul I'm going to do came from my friend Rich. Rich is trying to wean or weed out his collection, and as such, I'm always looking to picking up stuff. So I gave him a want list. I bought a whole bunch of Star Treks off him in the past. This time I got a Spectre, and unfortunately I do have this on my hard drive. This is a complete set. Yeah, I'm gonna try to not talk over it, but this is what I needed to complete the set. Number 16. Number 35. Number 36. 38. 45. 44. 43. 48. 50, great cover. 60, and annual number 1. The price for all these, I'm not going to give you a price because I don't even remember the prices I have. I probably went through all my budget, but it is what it is. It was a dinner. I picked, when we're out, usually we all go out to dinner together, all our friends, the group of friends that would go there, and Jen just picked up the whole tab, my wife, and goes, oh, I feel bad. How about this? The Spectres you want, they're on me to make up for it. I'm like, okay. You didn't have to, but you did, because that's the quality man that Richard Dries is. Richard Dries, I know you're not going to watch this, but I don't care, because you're good. Go to Film Buff Online and read his stuff, and my stuff's there, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff there. If you like movies, that's for you. Alright, this is my first trip haul to the Victory Comics. Like I said, it's far and above the best place that's there. I know a lot of you say like, well, $3 a comic. It's $3 a comic, but if you get 7, it's 20. So you save like $1 on 7 of them. And you say like $3. $2 at the max. But I'm heading right for the dollar bins. The dollar bins are there's only one seller who had dollar bins there, as far as I could tell. And I was looking around for like this was like my big comic book day, because I figure like I don't know if I'll be coming back there. I don't know how I'll be feeling. I don't know if I'll be alive. And so I want to make sure I get like, the FOMO out of the way and get that taken care of and whatnot and stuff like this. And so I decided to go through there. But like you get comic books from like the Bronze Age and even the Silver Age. There is one issue that I have for this, but since I got a free book, I'm going to consider this the free book. But let's go through this. This is the first thing around. And if you want to find out what the price is, you could do the counting in your head to go along with this. I can't even see the lens anymore. All right. So this happened earlier after I got in. As soon as they actually started to let people in, because I didn't want to take advantage of my press pass too much. But I got there, when I saw people coming in, I went over there, and other people were starting to look through both bins. And I had pretty much free and clear reign until I had the conversation with Sean, and then people started coming in. And if Sean is honked off at me at all, he's probably honked off for that. I apologize, Sean. Thank you very much. I appreciate, again, I can't tell you thank you enough. But I got a lot of was able to bounce around to different places. I was trying to fill in the holes of my Atlas comic books, because I feel like they're the same era, and after the first 3 titles, I just gave up on that, because if they didn't have Brute #1, they're not going to have anything else. And I found out people were actually here on vendor things, and were there on Wednesday and buying stuff. So I didn't really feel bad about being taking advantage of my press pass to get there as soon as the doors open, and just hang out there and get stuff. Here we go. I got Action Comics, $4.95 and $5.31. I, for some reason, have a lot of Action Comics. Action Comics is the biggest comic book series that I have in my collection. I have the CLZ app, and they run that down to you, and they tell you actually how many issues they have of each title, and which is the highest and which is the lowest. So that's why I recommend that to you. If you decide to actually get it. I'm doing a thing on databases. It's going to be up in a couple weeks, so I'll talk more about it then. But I have most of them like that in there. It helps because that they were, for an extended period of time, weekly, for 42 issues, from 601 to 642. They came out every week, so that kind of carb loaded the entire amount of books that I got from them. But I just somehow I find them really cheap in the wild, older ones, and I have stuff going back. I only have a handful of Golden Age books. One of them is a really beat up Action Comics one. So I really love the series, and I feel affinity towards it. So I wish there was more. There was more, but they're all Whitman variants, and I'm not really into that. And so I left them behind, and somebody who is might actually show up. But one I decided to get is Adventure Comics. This is one of the things that I thought was too daunting to actually do. It goes all the way back to the Golden Age, and it ends around about 1982, 83, somewhere around there. They had a really interesting concept. The Legion Superheroes, one of my favorite teams from DC, had a home there for a long time. They did a whole bunch of other stuff, and even later on, I remember getting the first one of Starman, the Gavin Beck, I think, whatever, the orange with the yellow Starman, the Outer Space Starman, the other one, and Plastic Man, and a whole bunch of I got a lot of my favorite characters, because I picked up that book when I was a kid and I read it, so I have fond memories of it. And see some of the concepts here, like Dial H for Hero, which we'll see in a couple seconds. That's another concept that I loved out of this. So I always had affinity for them, because I picked them up as a kid, and Either they were like ripped off of me. If you saw the rip off video, they probably were taken in there, or I read them to the point that they fell apart. So either decomposition, composition, or like a scam guy might have had it. But here we go. Starting with 440, it's Spectre. Jumping to 446, which features Aquaman, and it looks like the Creeper, another favorite of mine. Then to 457 with Superboy. So you can see like the diversity of characters are in here already. Here's Avenger, and this is the Starman version I was talking about there, that guy right there. And Plastic Man. Then we have 3 heroes in the one book. Aquaman, another favorite of mine. Another one. And a story with Starman and Plastic Man. And the last 3 are Dial H for Hero, number 482, 485, with some gorgeous George Perez artwork on that. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's so pretty. If I wasn't married, I'd try to date that. And another one with Ross Andrew and Dick Giordano cover, 487. This was a big con for me, picking up stuff that I picked up when I was a kid, way back in the 70s. A wee Bobby. This one was one I picked up an issue of, and I wanted to pick it up since then, but I didn't think I was able to get it like all in once in pre-good condition for relatively cheap. Luckily I did. I'm talking about Claw the Unconquered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And if you know anything about history of comic books, this was one of the ones that got caught in the DC implosion. I did a video for my Crossroads of Comic Books and History segment on that, and about how like two really major blizzards in 1977 and 78 killed that initiative, the DC explosion, and Klaus was one of the victims of that, and it only came to 12 issues. Since I have 12 issues here, that means that's a complete set. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm probably annoying to a lot of you, but I dig it. I thought it was kind of cool. Next up, I have been picking up a lot of Detective Comics. And what good thing about there is they have a lot of stuff from the Bronze Age. These are things that are from the 70s. And the reason why I got these are, and I'll show you. So starting with Detective Comics number 479. And then the dollar. More money, more for your money, the Best Buy Comics. The dollar specials. DC had a whole bunch of dollar ones, which had a whole bunch, especially after this also came after the DC implosion. This came from 1978. They married the Batman family book into Detective Comics. I covered that also in the Crossroads of History and Comic Books. But they went to $1, and you got a whole bunch of stuff like Batman, Batgirl, Elongated Man, in addition to a Batman tale. So you did get a lot of bang for your buck. 5 all-new thrillers. This one, let's see here. 490. Oh, what's this one? This is 488. And usually these dollar specials cost a little bit more. So getting them all for $3 is not bad. $4.92, $4.93, and one that came after, $4.96. All right. Now on to something a little bit more modern-ish. Hellblazer, the Rebirth series, number 12, number 18, and number 24. And I have a complete set of the first series, and with these 3 issues, I have a complete set of this one. Yay! I love it when it comes to a convention and spend a whole lot of money and leave with complete sets that I don't have to worry about picking up again. And I also like filling in runs too. So I think this is a very successful con, even if I don't go back on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday or ever again. All right, next up, New Gods. Even though it says Return New Gods, it's actually listed in most databases as the New Gods. It's a continuation of the other one, another victim of the DC implosion. Maybe because I wrote that stuff, I was so DC implosion focused on my purchases now. Do you think? Maybe not. But this came in after, this was rebooted and brought back during the DC explosion, and it was another victim of the DC implosion. So, therefore and forthwith. Next up, I got some early ROMs. Not lucky enough to find a ROM number 1 in there, but you wouldn't expect it. But I got number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. So I got like 2 through 9 for that early ROM. You can find most of the later ones in Dollar Bin, so I'm hoping to like kind of marry the 2 that way. But I dig the concept. I dig the bulkiness of the actual original action figure, or doll, depending on what you want to call about it. I dig it. I did also get another one. It's a part of the Walmart special. Walmart was all over the con for some reason. I have no idea. Every time I go to Walmart and ask for comic books, I don't know if we have any comic books. That was probably cruel and unnecessary, but it's true. I not that I go into Walmart a lot, because there's I can't even begin to tell you about Walmart and my family, but nonetheless, we don't go there that often. But when I go in there, they don't have any idea where the comic books are. Probably in the books. It's not in the books, you know. And I look for like the cards, and it's not by the cards, so I don't know where to get these. I don't think they're even making these anymore, but they did for a brief period of time. It's the 100-page giant Walmart Superman number 7. I'm trying to pick them up when I find them for cheap-ish, and that counts. So, whoa. Who told you to go down there? I'm sorry. So I walked around the con a little bit, and like as I usually do, as I do every con, I usually walk around, and don't find anything, or at least not anything I'm looking for, or anything that I really could afford. And I usually make my way back to Victory Comics for a second time, if not a third time. This time it's only 2 times, because I got so much stuff I kind of like wiped out my budget. But I got a lot of good books and filled a lot of holes, and as you can see, I already had a couple complete series. But I digress. So I went back the second time. Of course, it's much crowded. You'll be seeing here like the aspects of being so crowded. Why don't I just start? All right. First up, I got some Daredevils. If you saw other videos, I do have a whole bunch of videos. I'm trying to actually now that my Iron Man collection is complete, and I started even before the Iron Man collection was complete. I'm trying to focus on Daredevil. Daredevil seems the next in my kind of quasi-attainable complete sets, because the first issue isn't really as expensive as, say, Hulk #1 or Amazing Spider-Man #1 or anything like that. And I have a lot of them already, so I'm trying to fill in the holes as best as I can. They didn't have a lot of Daredevils for some reason. They had a lot of stuff that I already had, but didn't have any I needed. So I only got 3 one from Series 1 and one from Series 2 from Series 2. First off, 340, and from the 6th Series 34 and 40. I need a remarkably small amount of Daredevils in the second series, and I don't know why I haven't been lax in filling them in the holes. I could probably have had a complete set by now, but no time like the present. All right, Justice Machine Annual. This is from Texas Comics, #1. And it looks like they're either crossing over or it features the Thunder Agents. 2 things I love a lot. One of the things I got, I think one of my local supermarkets carried certain Comic-Co titles, and one of the titles they did was Justice Machine, so I picked it up just to check it out, and I love it. It was a superhero book, but it was slightly different than Marvel and DC. It was kind of like edgier and had different plot lines, and it's but stuff that actually spoke to me back in the day. So I've been trying to, whenever I find anything for that, and I don't think I have this one, because I've trying to go through before my computer died, my lists, and trying to make sure I have everything and make a list of all that I want. I don't think I have that one, but I'm trying to actually get the complete set of everything. The Justice Machine. I have a bunch of complete sets of certain variants series of that. Even the main one that I started reading back in the 80s that drew me to the thing. But I'm trying to get as much Justice Machine as I possibly can. Next up, what comes after J? K. This is what we're going to see about this here. It is so popular, and it's so brings out so many people. It's kind of if you go back there a second time after the doors open, or on Sundays or Saturdays or Fridays when more people are there, you can't actually it becomes kind of a feeding frenzy, kind of trying to get into the bins and the boxes and try to get to the place that you need to go or you want to go. So I had an opening in the K section, so JK, so I hit the JK hard, but it's all books that I want. This is next series, a series that I don't have any of. Don't tell my wife. But it's one I was actually going to pick up at my local comic shop, and I think the prices they had for similar condition were far more expensive. So let's go here. I've been on a Kazar or Kazar. I was called Kazar, but I heard somebody call it Kazar or Kazar or whatever. Kick. And these seem to be in pretty good shape. This seems like a little bit wobbly, but I could probably, if I ever decide to learn to press, I could probably press it. This is from the 1970s series. It's number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 13, number 14, number 16, number 17, still only 25 cents. Still only 25 cents. Whenever you see this in a book, just realize that when it says this, you know for a fact that next issue is going to be 30 cents. Kazar number 18, number 19, and number 20. Not a complete set, so you don't have to hear the bells and whistles or the blaring of the horns or whatever. But it is a pretty big step to like a complete set. I think only like 1 or 2 issues, so yay. But I also have a near complete set of the one that followed, which was Ka-Zar the Savage. And like usually you find this alphabetical order behind all the other Ka-Zar ones. I consider this to be the next issue after this one, so I kind of like interfiling is fun. Number 4, number 8, and number 10. And then finally, like in the 90s, I believe it was the 90s, I'm not sure, they did another one. Ka-Zar, Lord of the Hidden Jungle. Flashback number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 15. Number 18. Number 19. Number 20. The last issue, so I got the last issue of it, and Ka-Zar Annual 97. And then again, I think in the 2000s, they came out with one written by Zach Thompson called Ka-Zar, Land, Lord of the Savage Land, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. That's unique costume. And number 5. And I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, is a complete set. Sorry about that. If it isn't, and you have to watch that for nothing, keep it in your back pocket and redeem it at a future time for another when I have another complete set that I forget to put that graphic up. And I don't know why I'm so into Ka-Zar, because maybe it's because like I'm the whole like Tarzan kind of like savage person kind of thing, which is probably the same reason why I'm also on Kamandi. Number 14, number 19, number 20, number 21, number 23, number 24, number 28, number 30, number 31, number 34, number 35, number 36, number 37. Sorry, something was out of order. Number 38. Number 40. Number 41. Number 46. Number 51. Number 52. Number 53. Number 55. Number 56. Number 57. and number 59, which is the last issue. I might not have a lot of first issues this time around, but by gum, I have a lot of last issues this time around. See, this is how, I don't know if anybody, see if this rings true with anybody else. This might be the collector's kind of like mentality. I got all these because number one, this is like another one that I've had when I was a kid. He's also involved in DC Implosion, which I'm kind of interested right now because I did the whole article. Did I mention that to you more than 5 times? I'll have to work on that. But like this was another one that I picked up like as a kid, just off the shelf with my allowance, just for the heck of it. Back when like they were like 25 cents. And so I'm trying to get all there. And also like it's just a recent pickup because I didn't have any for a long time, and I got a really good bargain on number 1 from my local comic shop, Ah Yeah Comics, which is amazing. So I decided like to pick this up. So I got all this there, and I got a big hunk. Actually, you can see a big hunk of it. It's going to make collecting the whole set a whole lot easier after this. But then part of me is saying, like, shouldn't you like just try to go after stuff that you actually like? Or maybe instead of getting all these, get like a kind of big name back issue, like a higher point back issue. And I've always been, growing up poor will mess your head up a lot. A lot of stuff happens when you're growing up, messes up your head a lot. But one thing is just like, like I prefer quantity over quality in a lot of cases. Yeah, I could probably, with all this stack of stuff like this, bought like a nice Silver Age X-Men or whatever, or Daredevil even. But I kind of like this because it makes me feel better. Any psychologists in the audience, please let me know. I really appreciate that. Okay, next one I got, and this is another complete set. I never saw this movie. I've never saw this movie. I'm kind of like curious as piqued by the Marvel movie adaptations. Usually there are 2 issues, and they're kind of interesting. I got number 2 in, I don't know if like a bulk buy or a mystery box or a flat rate box someplace. But I got, it's Krull number 1. Never saw the movie, but I do like the kind of like weapon he has. You can see like there it is, a weapon, and never saw it. Don't know about it. I should probably fix that. But like now I could read the whole movie that I never got a chance to see in case I can't find it in streaming or whatever. But it's a complete set, so it's both there. So there's only 2 issues of that adaptation, and there they are. All right, next one. I found this in a box. This is over by the Seas. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Why was there? I don't know. Whenever I get that, like I said, I'm a wannabe writer, and if you haven't picked up on that, I think I think of stories. And something weird happens. You see a shoe, one shoe on the side of the road. My mind starts building a story around how that shoe got there. Whose shoe is that? Like, was it somebody running from a bad guy? Was it a woman who threw the shoe at her husband on a higher floor and came out and corked somebody in the head? I build stories around everything I see. And when I found this in the other aspect thing, like the C section, because it should be either in J or S, I thought, wow, this is where is this? And it's really well presenting about this. And I've taken this to, especially for the older ones, based on Brownsville Comics. He does this a lot. And I was hoping to meet him at the con. I don't know if he's going to be there. He might be there on Friday or Saturday. If I do, you might see another snippet of him on that. He's count the pages. And not just him. A lot of people count the pages. And I didn't when I got this. And it felt a little light. There's at least 8 pages in the middle from the centerfold, taken away. The first story comes to a close in kind of like a awkward point at page 10, and then the next page at the other side of the thing is page 5 of the next story. So I got this, And like I said, he gave me a break on one. He kept $3 away. I'm going to consider it this one. I think it's like karma paying itself off because technically I didn't pay anything for this. I don't know how much of a condition it is, but it's unreadable. But it looks pretty, so I might just like, if I ever get a set of my own and like, a dedicated place to do these videos, I'll put it in the background and have it as looking pretty. And when people who don't know this story come in there, I'm like, oh wow, he must really like Jimmy Olsen. I wonder what I. And you all the people who are here now could just nod and say, we know, but we're not telling you. Or you could tell them, I don't care. All right, so that was my last purchase from Victory Comics. I decided I want to get something that was a little bit more expensive, like a bigger book. And this one I actually decided to go for something that I've been looking at to try to complete a series. I like to, if I buying a book, support Harley Yee. He has really good books. He has a great selection. He has constantly stuff going around. I really appreciate his grading. I think it's really on point. And I always will owe him because I got I think a copy of DC Comics Presents 26 for like $2, and it was like back in the day or something like that. It was mad cheap. It was cheaper than it should have been, and that was because the first appearance of the thing, because of the New York. That's the first appearance of New Teen Titans. In case you didn't know, let me finish my thoughts. But he kind of specializes in like Silver Age and Golden Age books, so he's not really involved in the more modern age books, so maybe that's why he's getting rid of it. But he had stuff there. I couldn't really buy it about it, and then I went to another vendor who shall remain nameless because one of my friends used to work for him and doesn't like them anymore. I'm sorry, Ruben. To get one I wanted. I was looking for this in various things because I'm a very big fan of the 1940s characters, both DC and Marvel. DC, I have I'm trying to get the whole All-Star Comics revamped from the 70s. I have a complete set of All-Star Squadron, complete set of Infinity Inc., and all the Justice Societies and JSAs and whatnot. But Marvel, I'm still a little bit behind on the Invaders. One of the things I needed was the first issue, and I got it. And you can see the price there is $60. I was shopping around. This is don't sometimes with the Victory Comics you have to do FOMO, because if you don't go there and get what you want when it's there, you might not have it when you come back. Other times, especially big tickets, shop around. I was at another vendor, and they had a number one like that in the same condition, maybe a little worse, and they wanted $85 for it, and this one was $60. But it was in the 30% off everything bin, and it was kind of $40. Well, I paid $40 for it. It probably would come out to be like $41.27 or something like that, or something like that. Because it's 33% off would be the $20 off, but 30% would be a little bit more than that. But I just paid $40. He was approved and everything like that, so I got it for $40. Not bad. Been possessed by the spirit of Robert De Niro. Not bad. Saved a little bit. Come for the comic book content. Stay for the completely awful impressions. All right, I am beat. Right now. I think it's only probably not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm probably just gonna sleep. Don't get old, kids. Getting old is a losing game. Just flame out or fade away or whatever. So what do you think of my haul? What do you think of my comments on New York Comic Con? Do you like the books I got? What ones are your favorite? Which ones are you Khazar, really? Which would you like to pick up for your collection? Are you enticed to now go to Victory Comics? They don't just go to New York Comic Con. They go to other places. I think I saw them in videos for. Let me see, what is it? I think the one in North Carolina, Heroes Convention. They set up there too. I think they are originally from Virginia, so probably if you have a relatively major Virginia Comic Con, you might find them there. I recommend them highly. Awesome people, awesome deals, awesome selection. The whole missing centerfold, Jimmy Olsen aside, that's the first time it's ever happened to me. And who knows? Like, the condition is, it might actually be worth more than $3 still, even with that missing. So, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, give them a shot. If you made this far and you liked what you see, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. It helps out so much. I'm trying to build this up. And, you know, if you come over here from Pop Fun or Pop Comics, hi, thank you. Please stick around. I would really appreciate that. That'd be really cool, really awesome. If you're not, that's cool. I understand that, but, you know, hopefully I show up on your radar every so often and you like what you see here and there. Just leave a comment, subscribe, like, and all that jazz. And until I see you next time, if I make it out of here alive, keep on collecting.